Let's see. I don't know if Drake's kind of coming through. I don't know if he knows that. He's not muted.
We're live, Drake.
Are we live? We're live. Are we live? Hello, everyone. We are live on YouTube. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We were supposed to be live at 10 o'clock. We had a little mishap. We have a friend that was unable to make it today, unfortunately. So he will be with us next week, hopefully, or the week after. We're going to hopefully get him in here because I promised you guys a really good show. But we're going to get another good show going today because he might still jump on. We'll see. But we have TARDIS and we have Drake on today. And these guys both just pulled a harvest off. So if you guys want to talk some cannabis harvest, we got some cannabis harvest up for you today. So TARDIS, I'm going to send out the links. I'm going to get live chat pulled up. I'm going to get all that done. Can you please take over the show for a minute and tell everybody where to find you, what you got going on? Go for it.
Hey, everyone. I just want to talk about real quick next week. Next week, I think we should be having the guests of the Canna Crew out of Arizona, but they're global. They have global reach. You're going to want to follow that, see that. The Canna Crew is going to be throwing the Canna Kickback. Last year, they had Afro Man and Tommy Chong and a bunch of people, and it was a great event, a great party. It's a charity event. It is a toys for homeless shelters. Toy donations. It's a really great cause. The Canna Kickback, highly recommend if you like cannabis, you check that out. The Canna Kickback is really a great event. March 7th. I'm sorry, March 7th. Sorry, December 7th. Coming right up, December 7th. All right.
All right, TARDIS. And how does everybody find you? What do you got going on?
I'm working nowadays. That's about it. I'm growing my harvest. I'm doing some breeding. I'm doing some. I'm going to bring back the flav from the dead. I had some original seeds, some 6 original seeds from original pack from 2010 of the flav. I popped them. I got 5 that popped, healthy. I have a lot of F2s of the flav, so I'm growing out a bunch of the F2s alongside the F1s, and I'm going to breed them, and I'm going to do some selection, and I'm going to bring the flav back after 2 generations. I'm gonna do what I can with breeding it into a very uniform and very very potent, very flavorful strain. It's going to be amazing. That's what I'm up to. What are you up to, Tara?
I am up to trying to figure out how to get all these screens popped out again because it's been a while. I'm a little rusty. Let's give a shout out to our chats. Oh, is Drake coming in? Drake's coming back. Hey, Drake, come on in. You're going to say hello?
Just getting plants ready and getting ready for trimming and everything.
Well, we'll give
cheers,
Drake
everyone.
a minute.
It's been a hot minute. Hope you're all doing well. It's great I can be here and chat a little bit about what's going on. And awesome to see you, TARDIS, as always. Love hearing what you got going on in the back end. You're always up to something and the man of the most seeds that many people have. So that's pretty cool, too.
I'm a little obsessed. Yep.
All right.
Love genetics.
Let me give Chad a shout out. We got CBC in the house. We got D Zombie in the house. Sammy says, "What's up? How you been? I missed your comment yesterday. You commented right after the show. Thanks for coming by, you guys, and appreciate all you coming by yesterday. It was a nice little fun show. I did show off my hash here. I'll show off my hash some more. These are still unopened jars right here. We got going on here. Here's some color. Here's some color we got. There you go. I left them there. Left them out so you could see them. I think we should take a dab and get to smoking. I have not had enough dabs today. We've been waiting for our guest to jump on, and he, I think, got pulled into a meeting and is not going to be able to make it this morning, kind of last minute. So that's okay. That's to be expected when someone's working a real job. It happens. So we were going to talk about what we were going to smoke on this morning. TARDIS was going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about your harvest, and then we were also going to have some extra special guests come in. That link right there, TARDIS, that I sent you, you can just copy and paste that. The Zoom link.
Okay.
Wherever that link is for anybody to pop in live. So make sure that they know they're live. That I sent you.
All right. I'll be very careful giving that out.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the live link for the back show. And if I don't know their name, I might just let them in here. But if I, so if they come in on like an iPhone, I don't know who they are. That's happened once. Remember we had a BA.
That's right. I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, that was during Breeder Steve's show. Yeah. Luckily
And
Breeder
someone
Steve just
decided to
kept
butt
right
in.
on talking. Yeah. Yeah, came right in. Lemon accidentally posted it in his chat, and somebody in Lemon's chat decided to be a little rude. And there you have it. So welcome everybody. How are you? We got Kitty in the house. Hi Kitty. Welcome. Good to see you out there.
How are you, my friend?
I'm gonna take a dab. Do you guys all want to start to heat up? Let's do about 10 minutes and we'll take a dab, or 2 minutes. I'm gonna heat up here. TARDIS, what are you gonna be smoking on with us?
Well, I am smoking on some Sicilian Fishing Trip, which is by Stink Bank or Cross Creek Cannabis. He bred Jack Hare with Gorilla Glue number 4, and it is phenomenal. It's very Jack Hare heavy and Jack Hare dominant, but it's really good. I love terpenoline. Vortex, it turns out, is very high in terpenoline. My favorite strain. I like terpenoline.
Okay, so I feel like people use and throw terpenoline around a lot.
It's a very dominant cannabinoid.
If it is, how come it's never on my top 5 of all of the ones I get?
Because Jack Hare doesn't grow the easiest. Growing good Jack Hare is not easy.
I think it's just I think it's a word that people are a terp that people sometimes don't actually know how to describe. I really do. Because
it's awake. It's euphoric.
Okay.
Roberts Creek, Congo.
Yeah, but I know, but there are flavors that I've tasted. Right? I know, but there are flavors that I have tasted, and their tests are not that's not in there, and it should be. That's why I'm confused about these tests, and that's why I was wanting to have our guy on today, right? Yeah. Yep. This finger lime, it's D-limonene. It's not terpenoline.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm so confused on these conversations. I'm going to dip into this one right now, and I love this one.
Cannabis encompassed in the genome, and we test for, if you're lucky, 10 or 20. So it's we're doing the best with what we've got, but it's really kind of futile to some degree when you get into the nitty gritties of it.
I just find it very interesting. All right, I'm going to hit this about 470. Y'all ready to hear it with me? Cheers, let's do it. Everyone.
Cheers.
Yeah, get it, Tara.
As it drops off this hot knife.
Oh, I love the hot knife. When I first saw them for sale, I was like, who's smoking with that?
I know, right? They're not a hot knife like people know them are.
No, it's not about that. It's to drip it off of the knife into a dabbing machine. It's great for that.
Yeah. So for anybody that's old school, this is not your old school hot knife. This is the Puffco hot knife. These are amazing. My girlfriend Kathy bought this for me. I held off forever buying one. Thank you, Kathy, because I use it every day.
Woo! I'm on a flower kick right now, so I'm kind of cutting back on my dabs. I am pressing my own stuff and then dabbing that, but that's very rare, and I don't get a lot from it. So I'm trying to get more into flower just so I can enjoy the flower that I grow. Trying to pull back my tolerance. Well, that's not true. I'm eating a massive amount of edibles.
I've been pumping more flower than in the last 15 years, this last month or 2 here, but doing a lot of pheno hunting. Pretty well started in January or February with an indoor running some gear from a homie of ours, Shepard. He's in Lemon's NW47 Discord.
Check Shepard's brilliant.
Lemon's Discord, a bunch of stuff. Yeah, Shepard's he's a brilliant guy. And
didn't I smuggle some of them seeds up there to you?
I don't think so.
Did you grow them? I don't care. Did you grow any of those damn things?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
care.
what we've been.
That's what
That's
you
what
grew?
we've been chatting about.
Oh, that's what you were
Yeah, you
growing?
bet.
Oh,
Mhm.
hell yeah. Okay. So you liked them.
Well,
Was
I've
it worth it?
tested 6. Like I said, we're testing.
Y-
It's in the process, but I've
You
done
know what?
6 crosses and about 30 to 50, up to 100 of one of them or
Yeah,
two of
because
them
I've
now, I
never,
guess.
I
So,
haven't actually heard any feedback. Drake's been hiding from me. This is like the first time I actually get to talk to him and make him sit his ass down.
Yeah.
he's
You know what
around.
drives me crazy?
NW47 Discord. Check it out.
What drives me crazy
Hi,
is
Vic.
that what drives me crazy is that Canada has legal cannabis. You can buy cannabis from the government. America has states with legal cannabis. Canada has these security systems in to keep cannabis seeds from getting into Canada. So that's what I'm told. I haven't tried it. That's what I'm told. And
Well,
and if that's true, then
so
that means that it's ridiculous that we can't get seeds to Canada legally,
the
at this point.
problem is we have other government agencies that are also involved in this. It's not now just the Drug Administration. Now that hemp is now
Correct.
in the been
Hemp.
basically broke down, right?
Mhm.
So now all hemp seeds, all of our seeds are managed and governed by certain agencies, by our USDA here in Washington state. So any hemp seeds that you want to grow have to go through the USDA. So now they're managed on a different level. So it literally doesn't mean that you can bring hemp seeds in legally anymore. In a
No.
way, there's all this gray, weird area just to keep, I don't know, just for money. We all know it's about the
It's all
money.
for money. It's
Very
about money. It's nothing about
frustrating.
the people. It's nothing
It's
about
not about the
protecting health.
people. It's not
It's not
about
about.
the
It's
patients
nothing.
who all my
It's not
patients
about
out
the people in
there.
need. It's
No,
ridiculous.
no. It's not about the cannabis patients. And if it wasn't for the cannabis patients in the
Which
beginning,
is too
this
bad because
plant would never be legal right now in so many states.
there's some Canadian people who I know would love some of the strains that I've come across. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like they can't get our American stuff.
And the fact that like people are still struggling up there to get products on the legal market when it's federally legal doesn't mean that it's going to get any easier down here in the States when it becomes federally legal. Look at other things that
true.
become legal and they still go and
Yeah.
change it on the
Well,
books.
like,
We're
what
not
would
going to
happen if I
talk
tried to-
about that politics right now, but part of it does involve politics because politics is how these things become legal for them just to make money off of us. That's it. It's just about the money. We all know that. So we all need to realize that it's about the patients in the end. And it's
It is
not.
about the patients. It should be.
Additionally, word on the street is don't try and hide your seeds. I should say, don't try
because
and
then they
hide
think
your
it's something
beads.
else. Because then
Yeah.
they're afraid it's something else. Yep.
Now, it's definitely fully
Seeds aren't a threat.
permissible to
Seeds are
send beads to each
It's-
other. So as
yeah.
long as you just dictate how
Say
many
beads.
beads you're sending, there may be a lot higher chance than maybe creating an elaborate little hideout for said
That makes
seeds
sense.
that then pops up very clearly. So just
But-
FY, there may be
That's very
ways
smart.
that are easier than not, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just
Yeah,
got a lot of
I know.
beads.
You're just throwing out.
I'm a bead
things that are
fanatic, and
small.
there's been a lot of beads that have made it over
beads are
here.
amazing, man.
Yeah,
Beads
yeah.
are
I do
awesome.
all that can. Look at that. Look at all the beads
Look
that
at
have
all
made
the
it
beads.
here.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
look at
so
these
just make sure
beads,
you
man.
sell-
I love beads.
sell beads, not
are
seeds.
Beads are fantastic. Beads, not
Hashtag
seeds,
beads,
right?
not seeds. Let's get
Beads,
it.
not seeds. That's funny. Yeah, look, beads are everywhere, man. Everyone loves beads.
I'm looking for, I don't know where that.
What you after back there? Your drawer of
I was
wonders.
looking for my hacky sacks.
Your hacky sacks was not what I was
Hacky
expecting, but
sacks.
yeah, there's some beads in there, isn't there?
My hacky sacks. Hacky
That's
sacks
really
are
awesome, John
amazing.
Maddox. John
That's
Maddox.
a bulk amount of beads.
Very good
you
of
feel
you,
me?
man.
You get the whole hacky sack. That's a
As long as you
Whoa.
aren't giving out hermaphroditic
Hello?
genetics.
The whole
Awesome.
hacky sack. I mean, come on. I mean, who can't afford to send out a whole hacky sack?
There is a
As long
hacky
as you're
sack.
sending out unique genetics.
A lot of
Hacky
beads right
sack
there.
it. Hacky sacks.
These are custom beads.
Thank you, D.
John Maddox, I'm curious. in the chat, John Maddox, what types of seeds have you given away? What
I
strains?
also know
Probably a
like
lot.
I'm
tea.
curious.
Tea is also a great way to ship things. Tea. There's also herbal bath teas. They look a lot
Herbal.
like just herb in a jar. Herb bath teas. Put some roses in there, some lavender, herbal bath tea. There you go. Sadly, we have to go back to calling it some of this stuff, even online, people. It's real that like people who are trying to make money on their YouTube channels or on their Twitch or on their other things, they're literally still getting stuff taken down. I am not trying to make money on my channel, so I don't have to kind of go by some of these rules because
That's awesome.
I don't have commercials popping up. You guys will never see a commercial or have never seen a commercial on my thing. If you do see a commercial, it's because there was music that I was at a festival or somewhere or something was put in and then it's a copyright. So then they can put stuff on my thing because it's a copyright violation. So there's
That's
a
not
little
even
gray
you.
area. Not even me. Has nothing to do with me. So if there is a commercial or if you guys are seeing commercials, let me know because you shouldn't be seeing any. I have not ever done commercials. I don't take money for cannabis.
That's awesome,
I never
though.
have. I've never sold cannabis. Anybody that knows me knows that.
You don't.
I have gifted
I
it,
know.
but
Me
I do
neither.
not
We
sell
don't.
it.
That's true.
So
It's actually
I
true.
do want to state all these things because those are people that
I'm
I
a
don't talk
fanatic
a
for
lot
weed. I don't
about
sell.
myself. People have asked me questions when behind the scenes and stuff. I'm like, oh, well, I guess people don't really know me because I do talk a lot about other people on here. And I do interview a lot of people and don't really talk about that. However, I have lots of friends all over that have lots of amazing weed. And if you want to buy from them, go for it. I support them 100%.
I chose to unplug from all that. I grow my own and I smoke it. And now I have all of my favorite strains to smoke.
What did you most recently grow?
Well, Vortex for one, for two.
You like that Vortex,
I
yeah.
love Vortex.
So the first time I consumed Vortex was from it was from someone in Canada that sent it to me, and I didn't know they were going to send it to me. And they sent me rosin.
Ooh,
and back
Vortex
then,
rosin would be so strong.
Yeah, so back then it was flower rosin because flower rosin was the thing.
Ooh, yeah.
And I smoked
Still
it, and it
is.
was amazing. It was so good, TARDIS. So when I heard you start talking about Vortex, you're the first person that I've heard talk about Vortex since
love
that
Vortex.
person.
Because it gives you the initial head change, and then it hits you with waves of euphoria. So you get both worlds. So you get the I'm high, and you get the wow, this feels good, which are two totally different things that are really great together, very potent in the same strain, without being sleepy, without putting you to sleep. It wakes you up.
For those of you that have super high anxiety, like if you're not an ADHD person anxiety, I wouldn't recommend it. If you're someone that feels like you hit the heavy high weed, I don't recommend that for people because I think it will give some people anxiety. And I also believe that you hit some of these concentrates, they're going to give you anxiety because they are so high in THC. I also believe we need to have these conversations that not everybody should be dabbing. Dabs are not for everybody.
It's true.
Weed's not for everybody.
That's absolutely true.
It's true. And people need to really know this. And really, if we're going to be really pushing this as a medicine and as a product that we consume for our health, do we really want to be taking 1 gram dabs on a live and really overdoing it? Like everything in moderation. Don't we know that that's really what's healthy and what we really want to promote as healthy cannabis users? So in the future, I really want to help educate people. And I really think we need to start setting an example of who we're using this in front of and how we portray ourselves. And that's just something I really would suggest for all of us to take a look at. Go ahead, Tars.
No, I can't tell if I was just being told something. No.
No, not you.
Okay.
No. I'm talking like as everybody on
Like,
on social
wow,
media.
am I smoking too much
No,
weed?
please don't. No. I'm
Okay.
just speaking because I speak for I speak for a lot of people
You do. You
on
really do.
social media. And I'm not going to be one of that person that does that 1 gram dab. So don't come up to me if you see me and go, "Hey, Tara, let's do this 1 gram dab." Like that's not what it's about for me. That's a waste of medicine that somebody else could use because all you do is suck that shit down here, and most of that shit's BHO. Nobody comes
Most
up
of it
to
goes
you
to
and
waste.
goes,
Nobody.
"Here, let's go 1 gram dab of this amazing product." People that have this amazing product don't need 1 gram dabs.
Exactly. Well, that's the
That's
thing.
all I want to say.
That's what I'm saying. See, when it comes to seeds, that's why I'm like, seeds aren't a threat. People think good seeds are a threat. No, good seeds are not a threat. Like weed, I can understand. You don't want some getting high. Hey, you want to get high? No. But with weed, it's like with seeds, it's like, hey, you want to get high in 6 months?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. With hard work and focus, it's not the same thing. So seeds are not only healthy, but they're also edible. You can eat seeds. I'll show you seeds.
Okay, so I've tasted different seeds. Yes, I've tasted different seeds. Have
They're
you
great.
tasted? Have you
They're healthy.
tasted? Have you tasted different seeds and noticed different tastes in all the
Different
seeds?
strains. Yes, different strains taste different.
So some of them are super
Peppery.
peppery.
Some are very sweet.
And some are sweet. But I also so the newer ones can be sweeter than the older ones. And the older ones can be a little bit more peppery, but not all of them. So I've had throughout the whole course of a plant, I've had them taste different. And also pollen. Have you tasted the pollen? Different pollen.
I've smelled the pollen.
I have tasted it. Tastes different.
Does it?
Yes.
I
would challenge you all. Taste it.
You gotta waste it to taste it.
You gotta taste it.
Gotta waste it to taste it.
Fucking hilarious.
I think concentrates are great, but at the same time, you're right. They're not for everyone.
No, they're not. And my husband, no, not for him at all.
My wife, no.
And I really recommend like people not give big dabs out to people. Like, I mean, I really like dabs have really saved so much of my life. I have to say they have really improved my life. So I don't want anybody to have a bad experience with it. And so it really would sadden me to hear someone to have a bad experience with a dab and never want to try it again or understand it.
I think mankind's relationship with this plant is an absolutely beautiful thing. What we're capable of more than what we've done in the last 100 years.
So Dee's asking us, has anyone ever seasoned a bunch of seeds? Example, like barbecue flavored.
No, but that'd be a great idea.
No, you know what? That would be good.
You know what? That's a great marketing idea. Actual cannabis seeds as a food source, marketed as a food source with cayenne pepper and stuff.
I'd eat them. That's for sure.
It'd be tasty, nutritious.
Sounds great.
Made out of hemp. Call it a hemp meal. And guess what? If they take the seeds and plant them, they might get something dank. Because the danker the seed, the better the quality of the hemp seed. Right? Better the strain, better the seed.
Might be onto something, Tardis. You might just be onto something.
Right? You see where I'm going.
Hey, but then also on the flip side of the coin, let's not negate the fact that we all have the similar, the molecular identical compounds to THC, CBD, and various other cannabinoids pulsing through our body at all times, whether or not you consume. And it's extremely important for a lot of the regulatory processes throughout our body. So there's a lot to it. It's a stippy web.
Okay, wait, slow down one more time and say that all a little bit slower for people that might not understand all those big words. So there's a lot of big words for people that are new to cannabis. There's a lot of new people coming in. Go ahead.
Half the words are probably wrong. So first of all, molecularly, we'll see if it is. But yeah, we have molecularly identical compounds. And again, speaking slow is not my best, so they can just hear it twice or rewind. But yeah, compounds in our body pulsing through it that are, in turn the endocannabinoid system. responsible for that. And yeah, there's a lot more to it than we know. There's over 60
Cannabis.
identified
Many good things
as of
coming.
quite a
We
while
don't
ago.
know yet.
Fucking TARDIS. There you go. But yeah, there's a lot of compounds in our body that are found elsewhere. Per se, it's a bad way to phrase it. But
You know, I feel
Go
like
on,
that
Tardy.
guy. I feel like the guy who did the fake. Oh, please help me. What is it called? When you sign language. The guy who did the fake sign language in Africa on the news. Do you remember him?
nope. Oh,
There,
yes.
yes, you do.
I think I do. At least
He was
like
live and he faked. He worked up that he knew sign language and did events and stuff and said he was the sign language guy, even though
at
he
least I've
didn't
heard
know any
about
sign
this.
language. Yeah, he didn't know any
Sounds too
sign language,
familiar.
but he got so far on his charm that he literally was for like this government big speech and stuff, and he was faking it the whole time, and no one knew what he was doing, and so he was hoping people would think it was an African version of sign language, so
My
that they would
goodness.
notice, and they realized the whole ADA community was like, "What the hell are you guys making fun of us for?"
That's a wild story.
No, it was a true story.
Wow.
Well, no, not
That's
saying it's not true.
crazy.
That's like that's wild is what I meant
That's
to say. Not to say like the
crazy.
fucking story is not true, but
Yeah, that is crazy.
It is wild. It's
So,
I'll find
did
his name.
you send the link out to those guys? Were you going to have those guys jump in?
Oh no, they are
Okay.
not in there right now. I'm sorry.
Okay. I'm like, weren't you like throwing a link out? I was waiting.
Unfortunately, they're not on right now.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's all good. No, that's okay. Totally good. I didn't want to know what we were gonna chat about.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, I say we take one more dab, and we're gonna head out. But we'll be
Okay.
back next Tuesday at 10. I don't know who we'll
With the
be with
Canna
next
crew.
Tuesday at 10. Maybe
the
the
Canna
Canna crew. If they don't come on, maybe we'll have a
They'll come on.
pre-recorded show prepared.
They're
So
down.
we'll see.
Canna crew's
Okay.
legit.
Okay.
Canna crew's
Okay.
legit. You guys are gonna love
Okay.
them.
Okay. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, let's take a dab. I'm gonna heat up. So about 2 minutes here.
I'm gonna smoke some of this terpenoline-rich Sicilian fishing trip by Stinkbank on Instagram. Cross Creek Cannabis.
hitting a
Cheers,
Jelly
brother.
Rancher honey banana
I'm
number
feeling
15.
like maybe there's not a lot of terpenoline out there on my cultivars, and it could be because those are
Jack Harris is
longer
strong.
growing cultivars. Longer growing.
Mm-hmm.
Could that be a link? Like, I would
Yeah.
love to
Oh, no,
find a link
definitely.
in all of this conversation. Like, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just
No,
like,
no,
I
Long
just,
flowering
I've
porter
I'm having a
turns
hard
I've worked
time
in the industry.
understanding it.
A little.
Okay.
The at the grows, they will not grow it unless it finishes between eight
It has to be fast. Exactly.
8 and 9.5 weeks. That's it.
Exactly.
If it doesn't finish in that time frame for them to harvest it all, then they don't want it.
Yeah.
If it
I knew
finishes
it.
in 7 weeks, they don't want it. I've seen it. I've seen great strains everyone loved that finished too soon that they had to get rid of. It's terrible. If it goes too long, forget about it. That means you lose all the long running sativas. And I know a lot of people in my circles hate long running sativas, but guess what? I love them. Give me those Blackbird preservations, long running 17-weeker sativas.
Totally makes sense.
I love those
Okay, I'm
sativas.
going for this Agua de Jamaica from Kaya. This is the Kush family farm.
From Kaya, nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I jumped ahead.
That's all right. Go ahead. You're good.
I'm gonna go again.
Oh my God, this looks good.
I'm with you, dude.
Smells
Already bong rip.
amazing. Here we go.
Yeah, it looks great.
It smells good too.
The Sicilian
Oh my
fishing trip I
God.
grew is just so good. Not because of my growing, because of the genetics. It's just it was bred really well.
Okay, a little chalky. So I need to let it cool down for a little longer because when it's a little chalky, that means it's gonna be a little drier. And I can tell when it crumbled a little bit.
You know, I've learned that growing good weed is about cheating. It's about using the best soil, using the best genetics. If you use all the best stuff,
It's
get
easy.
really good results. It's
I
easy.
know. That's why I have
Very
such
easy.
good gardens. When I grow, I have amazing seeds and genetics.
Go figure. It's cheating. It's just doing.
Imagine
all
if
the
I put
easiest
time
ways to
into
do
it.
things. right?
Yeah. So true.
People should be growing their own medicine, not buying it, you know? I don't know. We'll see.
Cheers to that. But not everybody can grow.
I know, you're right.
So grow
It
to
is a
give.
genetic trait.
TARDIS was the one you guys was helping me create that grow to give that I showed you guys yesterday. I was showing him that off yesterday, by the way.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So TARDIS is the AI guy. If you guys want some design and weed, TARDIS is your man.
No, I'm not. I'm not the guy who goes in your email and says, "Can I do graphic art for you?" I'm not that guy. But
No, but he's your
but
man.
I do love doing it. I
that
do love
loves
doing
to
it for
do
fun.
it, but not do
I
it
do.
for he
I
does
don't
it
do it
for fun.
profit. I
No.
do it for fun.
That's what I mean. He's your man to do it for fun. Not he's your
Absolutely.
man to do it for logos and business.
Yeah.
He's your man because he does it for love. That's what
Exactly.
I'm saying.
I do it the way Tara does the show.
Yeah.
I do
I'm
it because
like,
I enjoy doing it.
Hey, do a Martha Stewart for me. And that's what he did. That's how we came up with that the other day. And the Barbie one. And it was so cool. And now he's talking about this music one. So we're gonna have
Suno.
TARDIS come back on.
Mhm.
So we're gonna have TARDIS come back on probably in a week or so. We'll see where we come.
Sure.
And we're gonna plan a show and we're gonna talk about this AI thing. And this AI thing is so you guys can make your own songs, right? Your own songs through AI, right, Towers? That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Songs
Okay.
through AI. I
Okay.
use two different things though. I actually
Okay.
cheat. I use ChatGPT and then Suno. That's it.
So you have them blended together somehow?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I talk to ChatGPT. I explain what I'm about, what I want a song about, and to please write it in this style. And then it writes it, and then I copy it and I paste it into Suno, and I tell it play this song with these styles. It's a little more intricate.
Okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. Now, do you have to do that with? Now, you don't do that with images, though. That's a different. That's a different type of thing.
That's a whole different thing. But you can do that with
That's
images.
a whole different one. Okay.
ChatGPT does images, but I find Midjourney is the best for images, subscription based. I personally like SDXL for my own computer, but SDXL has fallen behind in its libraries and stuff. So it's kind of, because it's free, it's kind of become stagnant. Whereas a lot of the this other stuff is like ChatGPT and stuff. The picture making is amazing.
So don't worry, Mr. Green. That AI stuff is so confusing for me. I am so learning from TARDIS. I don't do any of it myself. TARDIS literally does it. And so that's why this is so interesting to me, because it's his passion. And I love to talk to people about their passion. And that's what you're going to see from me, because I sat behind a chair or stood behind a hair chair for over 30 years and talked to people about things they were passionate about. So I realize this is something that I really love to do. It's an interest of mine. And so that's what you're going to see in the future from me. I'm going to be talking to a lot of people about what they're passionate about. So I super, super respect everybody for being here, because I know you guys are all passionate about cannabis. I'm super passionate about cannabis myself. It's really what started this channel. If it wasn't for cannabis, I would not be here. I started it in Jamaica, basically. Kind of in the walking in the footsteps of Bubble Man. I mean, kind of like, oh my God, my idol. In fact, there's a show that I did live in Jamaica that I took down that's private. You guys can't even see because I totally fangirled and I was so embarrassed to leave it up. So someday maybe I'll re-release it, but I was like so embarrassed. I couldn't leave it up. Oh, such a fangirl. It was hilarious. Anyways, so thanks everybody for joining me today. Drake, any final words? Go ahead.
Make sure I'm unmuted there. I was saying Tara in the grill. Oh, just cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Excited to get back in and doing some shows. There's going to be a lot of good guests coming up. And you know how it is with guests coming in. Sometimes they have things turn up. So we'll come in. We'll come have some bong rips, talk about what's going on. Got lots of, lots of hunting going in on my end this whole year, and kind of do some fine tuning. And by the next season, I'll have some, we'll call them verified cuts for myself. And I'm, excited to run those out next season and see how it all goes. So yeah. Much love, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And, catch us next time. And otherwise, catch us over at the Tara Lee Live Discord, the NW47 Discord, the Irie Army Discord. We're bouncing around everywhere.
Canna Crew Discord.
Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, too many lists.
And you'll find us in Hash Church on Sunday in the chat.
There you
It's
go.
nice
Very
to see that
nice.
Marcus has brought that back. I really appreciate that. That's also what, started my
Good
channel.
shows,
So
that's for sure.
yeah, definitely appreciate that. And all his information on solventless hash, where rosin first started to me, yeah, rosin and dry sift. So that's where it all started. That was down
Major
my rabbit
inspiration
hole.
for everything that I'm doing. So
Yeah, so love it. Thanks, Drake, for being here today. TARDIS, any final words?
Yeah. Remember the Can of Kickback crew? The Can of Kickback on the 7th of December. It's going to be amazing. Arizona.
Awesome. Arizona. If you're in the
Bring toys
Arizona
for the
area,
kids.
toys for the kids. So it's cool. We're going to have them on next week. Okay.
Toy drive.
Thanks, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. As always, peace and love. And hopefully go out and have a great day today. It's beautiful and sunny here, I think, today, finally. No rain. Yay!
awesome.
Bye. Love y'all. Have a great day. I don't know how to turn this off. Live stream. Stop.